Welcome to Lagniappe, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Cory Crowe. I'm joined today by Dr. Jeffery Anderson from the ULM School of Humanities, and also joining us today via telephone is Selina Davidson, who is the director and producer of a new film called Acts of Reparation. Dr. Anderson, good morning. Good to see you today.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Well, tell me a little bit about this film, Acts of Reparation, and how did ULM get involved with it?
Well, we spoke with Selina Davidson some weeks back, and she was looking for some volunteers really to help out with some of the events surrounding the film, and we're thrilled to be a part of it.
Now, the film takes a look at the lasting impact, even to this day, of slavery. Selina, tell me a little bit about your film, and I understand you're from California, and it brought you all the way to Monroe.
Yes, good morning. Acts of Reparation is a journey that both me and my co-director, Macky Alston, have taken to our ancestral lands. So I come from Oakland to Monroe, looking for my family stories, history, ancestors, and Macky does the same in Penfield, Georgia, all the while in conversation. And the whole film starts with us asking each other, what does reparations mean to us? And for me, knowing my history and my stories was the first thing that needed to happen for me to answer that question.
When you look back at your history, it takes you back to here in Northeast Louisiana, and you make the case for reparations, but maybe not in the way that most people would think of reparations. Now we think of, the government getting involved and just sending everybody a check or something, but that's not what you're calling for, right?
Correct. Well, there's lots of people will answer that question differently. There's, of course, policy reparations, but for us in the film, it's everyday people. We make a parallel, like everybody knows, like small acts of kindness. And we believe that there can be small acts of reparation, and anybody can do it in their daily life. A lot of it just has to do with the knowing, and really being aware of and embracing our past, both sides, and having those conversations and have it not be scary, and really engage each other and how can we support each other in the healing process.
In the film, we follow your history back to Monroe, and you track your ancestors. There's also, and by the way, I'll point out you're an African American person, and you've also got a white man in the film with you. Tell me about your partner in the film and his journey of tracking ancestry.
Yes, I am African-American woman, and descend from enslavers. Macky Alston, my filmmaking partner, is a white man, and he descends from enslavers in Georgia, Penfield, Georgia. And he goes back to both have conversations with his family, and then also to engage with African-American community members, and finds Mamie Hillman, who is trying to start an African-American museum. And then together they find a lost Black cemetery and gather people to recover it.
Dr. Anderson, the film is going to be shown here locally. Where is that going to be, and when is that happening?
That is going to be at Tinseltown in West Monroe, 6:30 p.m. on September 27th. That's a Friday.
I think what I'm excited about this is, in addition to the film, you're going to do some ancestry work. And I didn't tell you this, but I'm adopted, and so I just found my brothers and sister I'm 53 years old, so I went 50 years with no brothers and sisters and just found them. A lot of folks that don't have the option of finding their ancestors due to enslavement. Tell me how you're working with Ancestry and DNA and going back and trying to help these folks find their people.
So yes, I'm super excited that we are doing 2 days of family history and genealogy workshops. We will have people present, Ahmed Johnson from the Library of Congress and the librarians at the main branch Ouachita Parish Library will be doing an introduction to building your tree, how you can just start. We will also be going to Leighton Castle, where Pam Parsons Dupuis will share her family research work that she's been doing in archiving. And then we'll end up at the Northeast African American Museum and share pictures and stories within the group. Sunday is the day we're doing actual workstations. So I will have computers set up so people can start online trees. They can come scan their photos, and we will also have 2 video cameras so people can come and tell their family stories and have them preserved and take it all home with them.
Selina Lewis Davidson with us, director and producer of Acts of Reparation. Dr. Jeffery Anderson. Dr. Anderson, for folks to find out more about the film and the events that are going to be happening here in Northeast Louisiana, how can they do that?
Well, the easiest way is just go on KEDM's community calendar. We have the information all up there that you need to know, and I hope we'll get to see some of you there.
You can find that info at KEDM.org. To find out about this and other Lagniappes, be sure and visit our website, KEDM.org, and be sure and like and subscribe to our videos.
Thank you.